Hi Myclites, welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths for Myclites by MKB. So dear children, please don't forget to mark your attendance in the comment section of YouTube channel, right? And in the previous video I taught you about all the methods used to solve the linear equations. So first method I taught you geometrical method. So in geometrical method I taught you how to find out the solution of two linear equations. So in that case you were plotting the graph of two linear equations, and if they were intersecting you were finding the coordinates of that intersecting point, that is point of intersection, and this point was the solution of both the equations. In this case we were writing the value of x and value of y of that point. Second possibility is this: both the lines may be parallel. That time we are saying the lines are parallel, so they are not having any solution because they are not intersecting. Third case was there when both the lines were overlapping each other. In that case, as each line is made up of infinite points, so infinite point of first line are touching infinite points of the second line, so in that case we were saying it as infinitely many solutions, right? So this was in geometrical method. Then in algebraical method I taught you about substitution method, then elimination by equating the coefficient method, and third I taught you about cross multiplication method. After that there were two more topics were there that I will discuss today. So now for today's class, over to screen. So dear children, in today's video you will learn about these 2 points. Number 1, equations reducible to pair of linear equations with example. And second thing is linear equations in which the coefficient of x in the first equation is same as the coefficient of y in the second equation, and vice versa. So these are the 2 topics I will discuss in today's video. So see one by one. So I am taking one example. Solve 1 upon 2x plus 1 upon 3y is equal to 2. Second equation is 1 upon 3x plus 1 upon 2y is equal to 13 by 6. This is the question. So the heading is equations reducible to pair of linear equations. So this I am going to explain, and for this I have taken this example. Now in this example, if you will observe, it looks like linear because power of x and y are appearing 1. So in this case there is a question: is the given pair of linear equation is linear or not? This pair of equation is linear or not? So it looks like linear, but actually it is not the linear one. So we are saying no, it is not the linear equation because the power of variable x and y will be -1 on bringing the variable in the numerator. So these numerators x and y, previously in all the other questions it was in numerator, but here you are observing x and y are in denominator. So to bring these variables in the numerator, the power will be -1. So these are not the linear equations. They are looking like linear, but they are not the linear equations. So these are called reducible to linear equations. So we will reduce it to linear equation by using some supposition method. So in that case what we will do, see the method here. So this was my first equation: 1 upon 2x plus 1 upon 3y is equal to 2. 1 upon 3x plus 1 upon 2y is equal to 13 by 6. So in these two equations what we are observing, here 1 upon x, here 1 upon x, here 1 upon y, and here 1 upon y. So we will suppose let 1 upon x is equal to u. So 1 upon x is equal to u, and before this 1 nothing is there, it means 1 more 1, 1 into 1 is 1. So 1 upon 2 is the coefficient. So 1 upon 2, in place of 1 upon x we can write u, and 1 upon y we are supposing as v. So here it will be 1 upon 3 and 1 upon y is v. So 1 upon 3v. So first equation will be u upon 2, because we are supposing 1 upon x is equal to u. So u upon 2, u 1 upon x u upon 2, 1 upon y v upon 3. So u upon 2 plus v upon 3 is equal to 2, first equation. second equation, here 1 upon 3 and 1 upon x is u, so 1 upon 3u, or 1 into u is u, so u upon 3 plus 1b upon 2 is equal to 13 upon 6. So these two equations will be u upon 2 plus v upon 3 is equal to 2, and u upon 3 plus v upon 2 is equal to 13 upon 6. Now in this case, after doing this, what we are observing, u and v variables, these are in the numerator, so their power will be plus 1, and because it is plus 1, so now these will be linear equations, and because these are the linear equations, so we can use all the three algebraic method. One is that substitution method, second one is elimination by equating the coefficient method, and third method is by this cross multiplication method. So here these are the two equations. So to solve this, first of all we will write it in the standard form. So here these are in fractions, so we will take the LCM. So first equation, LCM will be 6. So here we will divide this 6 by 2, so 2 3 is 6, 3 times, 3 into u, 3u, plus we will divide this LCM 6 by 3, so 3 2 is 6, 2 times, 2 into v, 2v is equal to 2. Now we will do the cross multiplication, so 3u plus 2b is equal to 6 into 2, 12. So this is our new equation, we are giving the name as A. Now second equation, LCM is 6, then here we will get 2u plus 3v is equal to 13 upon 6. Now 6 cancels, so we will get 2u plus 3v is equal to 13. This is our second equation. So A and B, these are the two equations. Now we will solve these two equations by any method. So for this we are using elimination method, and in elimination method what we will do, we will try to equate the coefficient. So here what we are doing, we are equating the coefficient of u. Here it is 3, here it is 2. Coefficient of u is 3, coefficient of u is 2. So to make it these two coefficients same, we will multiply this 3 coefficient of u by the coefficient of u from the second equation. So coefficient of u in the second equation is 2. So we will multiply first equation by 2, so it will become 6. And second equation we will multiply by the coefficient of u from the first equation. So first equation multiplied by 2, it will become 2 3 is 6u plus 2 2 is 4b, and 2 into 12 it is 24. It equation number C. Second equation we will multiply by the coefficient of u, so by 3. So 3 into 2 6u, 3 into 3 9v, 3 into 13 39. So we got C and D equations, and we will solve these. And in this case, when I taught elimination by equating the coefficient method, I said first of all we will make the coefficient equal. So we made the coefficient of u equal. After that I said you will see the sign. If both the sign are same, either both positive or both negative, then we will subtract. If both the sign are opposite, then we will add. So here we are observing both the sign are positive, so we will subtract. For subtraction we will change the sign. So 6u plus 4b plus 24 is equal to 24, and second equation 6u plus 9b is equal to 39. So after changing the sign, this will be minus 6u, this will be minus 9b, and this will be minus 39. Now 6u minus 6u cancel, 4b minus 9b will be minus 5b, and 24 minus 39 will be minus 15. So v is equal to minus 15 upon minus 5. So v will be equal to 15 upon 5, that is 3. So we got the value of v is equal to 3. At this value we can put in equation number C. So C equation was 6u plus 4b. So 4 in place of v will write 3 is equal to 24, or 6u is equal to 24, and 4 3 is 12 will go to the other side. So it will be 24 minus 12. So 6u is equal to 12, and then u is equal to 12 upon 6. It will go 2 times, so u is equal to 2. Now u we will put, we got the value of u 2 and value of v is 3. We will put these values in our supposition, which these we have used in the beginning. So in the beginning we suppose 1 upon x is equal to u. So in this equation we will put the value of u, and 1 upon y we suppose as v. So in place of v we will write 3. So here we will get u is equal to 2. So 1 upon x is equal to 2. So x will be equal to 1 upon 2. Here 1 upon v, 1 upon y is equal to v is 3. So 3 upon 1, write the reciprocal. So y will be equal to 1 upon 3. So x is equal to 1 by 2 and y is equal to 1 by 3. These are the answers or the solution of these two equations. And which type of equation were these? These are simple equations. These were not the linear. we have converted them to linear by supposing another variable. Now see another question. This is the word problems. In this case, you will frame the equations and after that you will solve them. But before this, we will check whether it is linear or not. So if it is not, we will make it linear and after that we will apply the method of linear equation. So first question is, a man travels 370 km partly by train and partly by car. So some distance, one distance is 370 km, person is covering some distance by train and other remaining distance by car. So in this case, how much distance is covering by train and how much by car, this we don't know. So we can suppose let x is the distance covered by the man by car, train, and y kilometer is the distance this is we have to suppose the speed because distance is given. So once again, first of all, we'll read the question. A man travels 370 km partly by train and partly by car. If he covers 250 km by train and rest by car, it takes him 4 hours. So what is given? 4 hours. Time is given and distance is given. So time and distance is given, and so in this case we will suppose the speed. So speed of the train we are supposing as x km per hour. Speed of car is equal to y km per hour. Now according to the first condition, 370 km total distance was there and some distance is covered by train, some by car. So here they are saying condition that person is covering 250 km by train. So 250 km is the distance upon the speed is x for the train. Then the remaining distance, so 250 we will subtract from 370, so we will get 120. So this is the distance covered by the car. So 120 divided by the speed of the car, that is y. So this is the time taken by the car and this is the time taken by the train. So time is equal to distance upon speed. Time is equal to distance upon speed. So time taken by the train is distance 250 upon speed of the train x km per hour. Plus then the distance covered by the car is 370 minus 250, that is 120 upon speed y is equal to total time was 4 hours. So this is our first equation. Now similarly we will use this condition, second condition. If he travels 130 km by train, so distance is 130, then speed of the train x, so 130 upon x plus then remaining distance 370 minus 130, it will be 240. This much kilometer is covered by the car, so upon speed of the car is y. So 240 upon y is equal to total time taken. But this time he is saying it takes 18 minutes longer, so 18 minutes more than the previous case. So in the first condition it was taking 4 hours, so now it will take 4 hours and 18 minutes. But this is in hours and this is in minutes, so we will convert this into hours. So 4 hours and plus 18 minutes. So 18 we will divide by 60 to convert into hours. So total time in the second case is 4 hours plus 18 minutes more. 18 minutes we will convert into hours by dividing it by 60. So second equation we will write like this: 130 upon x plus 240 upon y is equal to 43 upon 10 after taking LCM. Now in these two equations, equation number 1 and 2, we are observing x and y both are in the denominator. So these should be in the numerator in case of linear equation. So if you will bring them into numerator, the power will be minus. So it means these are not the linear equations, these are reducible to linear equations. So in this case, we will suppose 1 upon x is equal to u and 1 upon y is equal to v. So first equation will be 250 u because it was 250 upon x. So 1 upon x is equal to u, so 250 u plus 120 v is equal to 4. And second equation here, 130 into 1 upon x is equal to u, so 130 u plus 240, and this is, we can suppose 1 upon y is equal to v, so 240 v is equal to 43 upon 10. This is fourth equation. Now the two equations you see, observe carefully, u to the power 1, v to the power 1, so these are the linear equations. So to solve them we can use any method by equating the coefficient or by substitution method or by cross multiplication method. So we got these two equations. So in this case One more thing you can see, you can make the coefficient equal. So here multiply equation number 3. You are observing here in this case we are trying to make the coefficient of V equal. In this case we are trying to make the coefficient of V equal. Here 240, here 120. So we are observing 240 is double of 120. So what we are doing, we can multiply equation number 3 by 2. So if you will multiply it by 2, it will be 500u plus 240v and is equal to 2 into 4, that is 8. So this will be the equation, and this is as it is we can take. So 500u plus 240v is equal to 8, and second equation 130u plus 240v is equal to 43 upon minus 10 here. Why minus here? Because we are subtracting. Why we are subtracting? Because both the sign are same. If both are positive, both are negative, then we are subtracting. So after subtracting, here we will get 500 minus 130, 370u, 240v minus 240v 0, then 8 minus 43 upon 10. So after taking LCM, we will get here 37 upon 10 only. So 370u. So u is equal to 37 upon 10, and 370 will also go in the denominator. So 370. So 37 will go 10 times. So we will get 1 upon 100. So we got the value of u is equal to 1 upon 100. Now this value of u we will put in this first equation. First equation was 250u plus 120v is equal to 4. So 250 in place of u, 1 upon 100 plus 120v is equal to 4. So in this case 10 we will cancel, it will be 2.5, and here you can transfer to other side. So after simplification we will get v is equal to 1 upon 80. So u is equal to 1 upon 100 and v is equal to 1 upon 80. These values we will get after simplification. Then after getting these two values, we will put it in the supposition line. So in the beginning we suppose 1 upon x is equal to u and 1 upon v is equal to v. So 1 upon x is equal to u. So we got 1 upon 100. So on writing the reciprocal, x will be equal to 100. Here v is equal to 1 upon y and v is equal to 1 upon 80. So this will give you y is equal to 80. So x is equal to 100 and y is equal to 80. What was x and y? X was the speed of the train in kilometer per hour and y was the speed of the bus in kilometer per hour. So speed of the train is 100 kilometer per hour and the speed of the bus car is 80 kilometer per hour. Right? So this is the method of finding the speed of train and car. Now see one more question to understand the same topic. Question is, 4 men and 4 boys can finish a piece of work in 12 days, while 6 men and 15 boys can finish the work in 5 days. Find the time taken by 1 man alone and 1 boy alone to finish the work. So in this case, this is work and time problem. In all these type of questions, always we should suppose the work as 1. We should suppose the total work as 1, and we will find out 1 day's work of each person. So here, suppose 1 man alone can finish the work in x days. So 1 person, 1 man can do the work, whole work in x days, and 1 boy can finish in y days. So 1 boy is finishing in y days, 1 man is finishing in x days. So with the help of these two things, we can find out what is 1 man's work in 1 day. So 1 man work in 1 day, this we will find by unitary method. In x days, man is completing 1 work. So in 1 day he will complete less work, and for less work we will divide. So this one is work divided by the time, number of days. So x days. So 1 upon x part, 1 upon x part will be the work done by a man in 1 day. Similarly, we will find out 1 day's work of 1 boy, because boy was completing the work in y days. So y day's work of 1 boy is equal to 1 part. So 1 day's work is equal to 1 upon y part. So we got 1 day's work of man and 1 day's work of boy. After that, we will see the condition. 4 men and 4 boys are finishing the work in 12 days. So from this, here we will find out
4 men's work. So 4 men's work, because 1 day's work was 1 upon x for a man. So 4 men's work will be 4 into 1 upon x, that is 4 upon x. Next is 4 boys work. So 1 boy work is 1 upon y. So 4 boys work will be 4 upon y. So 4 upon x is the 1 day's work of 4 men. 4 upon y is 1 day's work of 4 boys. Now 1 day's work of all 4, because all are finishing the work in 12 days. So 1 day work of 4 men and 4 boys will be 1 upon 12. Because 12 days work of 4 men and 4 boys will be equal to 1 part. So 1 day's work of 4 men and 4 boys will be 1 part upon x. 1 part upon 12, because they are finishing in 12 work. So 1 day's work of all 8 people, 4 men and 4 boys, will be 1 by 12 part. So this is 1 day's work of 4 men, 1 day's work of 4 boys is equal to 1 day's work of all 4 men and 4 boys, that is 1 by 12. So this is our first equation. Similarly, we will form the second equation. In second equation, we will see the second condition, 6 man work. So 1 man work is 1 by x, so 6 man work will be 6 by x. Then 15 boys, 1 boy work is 1 upon y, so 15 boys work will be 15 upon y. They are finishing in 5 days, so 1 day work will be 1 upon 5. So we will get the second equation, 6 upon x plus 15 upon y is equal to 1 upon 5, because 1 day work. So second equation is 6 upon x plus 15 upon y is equal to 1 upon 5. This is the second equation. So we got both the equations, and in both the equation we are observing x and y are in denominator. So these are not the linear equation. So to convert them into linear, we will suppose 1 upon x is equal to u and 1 upon y is equal to v. So first equation will be 4u plus 4v is equal to 1 upon 12, and second equation will be 6u plus 15v is equal to 1 upon 5. This is the fourth equation we are getting. So number 3 and 4. Now these two equations are linear equations, and these we can solve by any method, substitution, linear equating the coefficient method, or by cross multiplication method. Here we are showing solving it by equating the coefficient method. So we are equating the coefficient of u. So here if you will multiply 4 by 3 it will become 12, and if you will multiply 6 by 2 it will become 12. So we will try to make it 12. So equation number 3 multiplied by 3 and equation number 4 is multiplied by 2. So 3 into 4u 12u plus 3 into 4 12v, 3 into 1 upon 12 will be 1 by 4, and 6 u, this you will fourth equation you will multiply it by 2. So 2 6 are 12u, 2 into 15 30v is equal to 2 into 1 upon 5 will be 2 upon 5. After this these coefficients are equal, we will see the sign of the equal coefficients. So here this is plus, both are same sign, so we will subtract, and to subtract we will change the sign. So after changing, 12u cancel, 12u minus 30v, it will be minus 18v is equal to 1 upon 4 minus 2 upon 5. After taking LCM and simplification, we will get minus 3 upon 20. So v will be equal to minus 3 upon 20 into minus 18. So after simplification, we will get v is equal to 1 upon 20. So we got the value of v, and this value of v we can put in any one equation to get the value of u. So this we are putting in the third equation, so we will get 4u plus 4v, in place of v 1 upon 20 is equal to 1 upon 12. So by 4 we can cut it, so we will get 1 upon 30. So 4u is equal to 1 upon 12 minus 1 upon 30. After taking LCM, we will get 3 upon 60, and this also we can cancel, we will get 1 upon 20, and then 4 will also go down, so we will get 20 into 4 80. So u is equal to 1 upon 80. Now we got the value of u, you got the value of v. So value of u and v we can substitute in our supposition. We supposed 1 upon x is equal to u, so in place of u we will write 1 upon 80. So this will give us x is equal to 80. Then v is 1 upon y is equal to v, and v value is 1 upon 20. So this will give y is equal to 120. So value of x is 80, value of y is 120, and what we have supposed x is the number of days in which a man is doing the work. So one man can finish the work in 80 days, and one boy can finish the whole work in 120 days. So in this way we will be able to find out number of days in which a man can complete the work and a boy can complete the whole work. So in all these questions the method is always find out 1 day's work of one person and 1 day's work of all person, and then frame the equation. It will be easy for you. Now children, I am taking the second topic. In that topic I told you, if the coefficient of x in the first equation is same as the coefficient of y in the second equation, then what will you do? And you will observe the numbers will be big one. So here coefficient of x in the first equation is 217 and coefficient of y in the second equation is 217. So coefficient of x in the first equation and coefficient of y in the second equation are same. Similarly, coefficient of y in the first equation and coefficient of x in the second equation, these two are also same. So if you are getting this type of situation, then always one time you add the equation and get the third equation, and one time you subtract the equation and get the fourth equation. By doing this you will get third and fourth equation, and these will be very easy equations, and these we can solve them very easily. So you see, first equation and second equation, after adding we will get 217 plus 131 is equal to 348x, plus here 131 plus 217 will be 348y. Here 913 plus 827 will be 1740. Now from here you will take 348 common, and that 348 will go down below this 1740. So you will get x plus y is equal to 5. So this is your third equation, and you can see this very simple equation, x plus y is equal to 5. Similarly, if you will subtract these two equations, so 217 minus 131 will be 86x, plus here 131 minus 217y, it will be minus 86y is equal to 913 minus 827 will be 86. Now you can see each term is divisible by 86, so divide each term by 86. After dividing you will get x minus y is equal to 1. So this is our third equation, this is our fourth equation. Now we will solve third and fourth equation easily. Here coefficient of x is also equal and coefficient of y is also equal, right? So if you are seeing the coefficient of x, because both are of plus sign, so you subtract both the equation, and if you will see the coefficient of y, one is positive, one is negative, so opposite sign, so in that case you can add the equation. So either you add or you subtract, but by adding you have to do the less work. So add both the equation number 3 and 4. So by this y will be cancelled, x plus x 2x is equal to 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6 by 2, that is 3. So we got the value of x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2 by putting this value of x in first equation. So 3 plus y is equal to 5, so y is equal to 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. So we got the value of x and y, x is equal to 3, y is equal to 2. This is the solution of these two equations. So once again I am telling you, if you are observing this type of question, coefficient of x in the first equation and coefficient of y in the second equation is same, and coefficient of y in the first equation and coefficient of x in the second equation, if these are same, then always add the equation, get the third equation, and subtract the equation and get the fourth equation and solve them. You will be able to get the answer easily in a short interval of time. You can save maximum time. If you will use any other method, it will be difficult for you, right? So this is the easiest method. You can save the time. See one more example of the same kind. Question is 37x plus 41y is equal to 70, 41x plus 37y is equal to 86. Here coefficient of x is 37, here coefficient of y is 37. So these two are same. Coefficient of y is 41, coefficient of x is 41, both are same. So in that case you will add the equation, so you will get 78x plus 78y is equal to 156, and you divide each term by 78, so you will get x plus y is equal to 2. This is our third equation. Now you subtract the equation, so 37 minus 41 you will get minus 4x, or second equation minus first equation, so you will get positive 4x minus 4y is equal to 16. Divide each term by 4, you will get x minus y is equal to 4. So now coefficient of y are also equal and coefficient of x are also equal. So by elimination by equating the coefficient method, you use this. So here adding is easy. So add both the equations. So by this by cancel, x plus x is 2x and 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. So x is equal to 3. And put this value in the first equation. So in place of x 3. So 3 plus y is equal to 2. So y is equal to 2 minus 3. That is minus 1. So we got the value x is equal to 3 and y is equal to minus 1. So this is all for today's class. So I taught you both the methods, remaining methods. One topic I taught you, equations which are reducible to linear. They are looking like linear but they are not linear, because in those equations value of this variable x and y both will be in the denominator, and for a linear equation x and y variable should be in the numerator and the power should be 1. But in these equations y and x both are in the denominator, so their power in denominator it is plus 1. When you will bring it to the numerator, its power will be minus 1. So these are not the linear equation. In these equations we are supposing 1 upon x is equal to u, 1 upon y is equal to v. Similarly, if you will do the exercises of your book, you may get, sometimes you can suppose 1 upon x plus y is equal to u and 1 upon x minus y is equal to v. So this type of supposition, if you will use it, you will be able to convert all the equations which are reducible to linear easily. So please solve all the questions of your exercises, and whichever the problem you are not able to do, get a picture of this and send it to me through WhatsApp. I will take that question in the next video. Thank you. All the best. Take care. Be at home. Smile please and enjoy the day. Thank you.